There was once a teenage boy named Rayan. He was only 16, yet there was a seriousness in his eyes that made people assume he was older. Life had forced him to grow up early. While many boys his age laughed freely and lived without worry, Rayan carried responsibilities he never asked for. He believed deeply in effort. Every morning, he woke with determination. He studied when others slept. He pushed himself even when his body begged for rest. In his heart, he held one simple dream: that hard work would eventually open a door to a better life. But reality did not meet him with kindness. No matter how much energy he poured into his goals, setbacks followed closely behind. Opportunities slipped away at the last moment. Mistakes overshadowed his progress. People misunderstood his quiet nature and assumed the worst. Slowly, disappointment stacked upon disappointment, and the joy he once carried began to fade. Rayan did not complain outwardly. He kept most of his pain to himself. But pain, when unspoken, grows heavier. One night, after another exhausting day filled with silent failures, Rayan found himself alone. The weight on his chest felt unbearable. His thoughts raced, and his heart felt tired in a way sleep could not fix. In a voice barely above a whisper, he spoke toward the sky. "God, I am worn out. I try so hard every day, yet everything feels heavier instead of lighter. I'm doing my best, but inside, I feel cracked and empty." Rayan believed something deeply. He believed that words spoken to God were protected. That honesty offered in faith would never be turned against him. He did not know that pain spoken aloud does not always remain where it is meant to stay. Unbeknownst to him, a few people nearby caught pieces of his words. They did not hear the full prayer. They did not feel the weight behind it. They only heard fragments, and fragments are dangerous. The next morning, quiet conversations began to form. "That boy has lost direction," someone murmured. "He's weak-minded," another suggested. "He's ready to give up," a third added. By afternoon, the story had changed again. "He blames God. He has a negative spirit. He's not stable." By the time evening arrived, the rumor no longer resembled the truth at all. What began as a tired prayer had transformed into a judgment against his character. Rayan felt the shift immediately. People looked at him differently. Some avoided him. Others whispered when he passed. He sensed something had broken, but he could not understand why. Confused and wounded, he returned to the same quiet place where he had spoken before. His voice shook as he spoke again. "God, I trusted you. I spoke honestly from my heart. Why did my truth turn into my downfall?" Silence followed. Then, within that silence, Rayan felt something he could not explain. A calm presence settled over him, not loud, not dramatic, but firm and unmistakable. And within his heart, a message became clear. "My child," the voice seemed to say, "pain shared with the wrong ears becomes a weapon. Not everyone listens to protect you. Some listen to collect ammunition. Not every heart deserves access to your struggles." Those words changed him. From that night forward, Rayan became more observant. He spoke less and listened more. He stopped explaining himself to people committed to misunderstanding him. He learned that silence could be stronger than defense. He understood that privacy was not weakness, it was wisdom. Instead of wasting energy correcting rumors, he focused on improving himself. Instead of seeking validation, he built discipline. Slowly, quietly, without announcing anything to the world, his life began to shift. Small victories appeared. Confidence returned. Strength grew where fear once lived. This story carries a truth many people learn too late. Not everyone deserves your story. Not everyone protects your vulnerability. Some people twist your words to serve their own intentions. Some turn your weakest moment into gossip, judgment, or control. Guard your heart carefully. Speak with intention. Silence, when chosen wisely, can carry you further than constant explanation ever will. One careless conversation can redirect your entire path without you realizing it. And now, listen carefully. If you are hearing this message right now, it is not random. Stories like this don't reach people by chance. They reach people standing at a crossroads, people who are one mistake away from learning this lesson the hard way. If you leave without subscribing, you may miss the message that warns you before damage is done. Most people only search for wisdom after trust has already been broken, after words have already been used against them, after consequences have already arrived. Don't make that mistake. This channel exists to prepare you, not comfort you, to protect you, not entertain you. And walking away now could mean walking straight into a lesson you didn't need to learn through pain. Subscribe now, not later, because the next story might be the one that saves you from saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time. Choose wisely.